Alright guys, so today, we are just going to be going over what I think the 10, well we're assuming it's 10, I'm not sure if that's confirmed, but it's probably 10, new stages Super Battle Road are going to be. So 3 of them are confirmed, so we're going to go through the confirmed ones first. So first off with the confirmed ones, Universal Survival Saga, this one is confirmed, they said so during the live stream. Universal Survival Saga will be one of the new category stages of Super Battle Road, and with each one of these, I will be saying like how I would probably recommend beating it. And this, again, this is just assuming you have every card in the game. And I am only going to be going over characters who are on like both versions. So like, I'm not going to say I would throw Arcale and Khalifa on there just because they're not out on global. And this is just kind of assuming, you know, Super Battle Road stages do come to both versions, which I think they most likely will. Just because right now there are only 2 categories that global does not have that JP does have, and that is the Super Saiyan category as well as the Rival Duo category. Every other category global has, so I would presume that like both versions are going to be getting this. Again, I'm not super in the loop, but let's just start off. Universal Survival Saga, this one is confirmed. How I would probably recommend beating this is like you use a tech hit lead, so that way anyone you use from Universe 6, if you do use anyone other than hit from Universe 6, gets the 170 buff, and then everybody from Universal Survival Saga gets 150. And then I would recommend running a Jiren on your team, and then Jiren friend. And then probably the Jiren hit rotation would just carry, just because remember they both do, well, like Jiren has a good chance to stun, hit has a good chance to stun, and they both get stronger when the enemy is stunned. So that would be a strong rotation. And then like we scroll down here, it's like there's a whole lot of super good options. Obviously Elder Goku and Frieza right here, very good option. If we're looking like, actually Batamo and Magetta are a pretty good unit. I think they have 100% attack and defense, and then when their HP is like below 80%, they have some damage reduction, which is good. And then if we're looking MVP 17, you can never go wrong with him. Evolution Blue Vegeta is very good. If you really wanted to, you can run HL Khalifa just because she does have some dodge. Physical Kefla, good unit. I'm not sure if I brought up UI Goku, but obviously UI Goku is super good. And then I'm not sure if there's any super good SSRs. I actually haven't thought about it. Tech Khalifa, if you're on JP, is a good option. And yeah, see, like, the Universal Survival Saga has a whole lot of good units, but they are kind of limited, because, like, a lot of them are, like, a lot of the good units that I just mentioned are Dokkan Fest exclusives. Like, look, Dokkan Fest exclusive, Dokkan Fest exclusive, Dokkan Fest exclusive, Dokkan Fest exclusive, Dokkan Fest exclusive. Pretty much the only ones that weren't are Khalifa and Boda Magetta, and even Boda Magetta is like newish, so I feel like some people might not have him. I know personally I have him with like 3 dupes, and I didn't even pull him from his original banner, but you know, I might have just been lucky. And Largo Frieza could be decent, I guess. I personally don't have him, but I don't think you would need him to beat it or anything. Obviously, we don't know what the difficulty for these are. Maybe this could be like no one will be able to beat it the night that it comes out, and then we'll have to wait for buffs for each of these teams, but I think Universal Survival Saga will be able to beat it just because the hit Jiren combo, the hit Jiren 1-2 punch, is so nasty, just with all the stuns. So then we're going to go to the second one that is already confirmed, which is, okay, well, did this page close? Alright, here we are. Super Saiyan 3. This one is another one that is confirmed. Now, this one will suck for some people, just because I know a lot of people don't have the Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. But do keep in mind, even if you don't have Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, I would say a lot more people have Transforming Goku. Transforming Goku you could use as a lead of your own, and then bring a friend Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, because he gives 120% to just super types. So I think you might be able to beat it with that, depending on the difficulty, because I'm not sure how much the difficulty jump is going to be here, you know? But, like, just looking through all of the Super Saiyan 3 units, like, it is, like, one of the smaller categories, but it is also one of the easier teams to build if you look at it. So, like, obviously, you throw on Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, because he's the lead, and then you throw in Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, just because it's Super Battle Road, and the fight most likely won't go for that long. And then, just depending on what you have, throw in LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku or this Super Saiyan 3 Goku. LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku will probably be better defensively, if you just don't get him a 12 key super, as well as the fact that he can stun. But this guy will probably be more consistent just all around, like with the damage and the defense, because he lowers his own defense when he gets an 18 key super, so, you know, a little more consistency there. This guy could work, because he does have damage reduction, as well as some attack and defense, so you could probably run him on rotation with Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. because he does have prepared for battle, so he'd work okay there. Now, Tech Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, Easy A, is another okay unit. He does get like 70% defense if you're under 12 key, which on this team, it is not very hard to be under 12 key. Like, you just throw him in the first slot, and he will be at 9 key, and then just give him 2 key, then he gets his 11. It's really good. I actually did just pull my second dupe of him on the 3 million download celebration banner. And then, like, obviously any of the Dragon Ball Heroes units are super good if you have them. One in particular that I would like to recommend, this guy, this Super Saiyan 3 Xeno Goku, is probably the best unit for this event. Like, obviously it's not out yet, but he is probably going to be the best unit for this event. Like, him and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, the awakened version of this guy, they're probably going to be the 2 best units. This guy's going to be an okay option. And just like Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, also super good. So, like, the Super Saiyan 3 stage, I could see it actually being very difficult, and we might have to wait for some buffs, because I could see us getting like a Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta and Gogeta in the future. But let's move on to the last confirmed new stage, which is the Giant Form. Now, Giant Form, you might need a very specific cast of characters to beat this, I'm not going to lie. So, obviously, you're going to be running a Tapion lead. Unless if... No, there's not. I was about to say, unless if there's enough artificial life forms for you to just run an artificial life form team. But yeah, you got to run double Tapion. And, like, the thing about this is, if you look at all the characters here, there aren't that many good characters. Like, let's just... Again, this is just assuming you have every character in the game. You're going to run Tapion, Super Baby 2, Metal Cooler, probably Tora, Slug maybe, and then I don't really know where you go from there. Like, sure, that is 6, but that's very AGL heavy, and Tora doesn't even have any defense. Tora does heal, and Tora is a good defensive unit, but I'm not sure if you want to bring that many AGL units, and there aren't many other good Great Apes, well, Giant Forms. Yeah, this team might need buffs before you can beat it. You might need to get lucky with the, like, transformations here. I think this event in particular will make me wish that I gave my Tapion crit, just because, like, right now on my account, I gave my Tapion 20 additional and 6 dodge. He has no crit. I feel like here you might need crit in your Tapion, just because in his Giant Form, you're not going to be doing too much damage unless you get those crits. So you're just going to need to get lucky with the transformations here if you really want to win. You might even need Super Baby 2, I'm not sure. If you do, I'm not going to be able to beat this when it comes out. And now, after this, none of the others are, like, those first 3, they're happening. These next ones are not for sure, but these are the ones that I think are most likely. Movie bosses, I do think we could get movie bosses. Just because it has double leaders, like, obviously you have Broly and you have Turles, so probably a lot of people could run that. And there's, like, the easiest way to beat this. Movie boss is just such a big category that it's hard to say, like, this would probably be the best way, but I don't know, I'm going to list off some good units and not necessarily a team. So, probably physical Broly lead. And then if we just scroll down here, like, in Easy A, Janemba, crazy. Tech Frieza, super good. The other Tech transforming Frieza, you know, super good. Metal Cooler, very good. And then, you know, all of the LRs, like LR Bojack, LR Metal Cooler, LR Tech Broly. And you could run the Beerus rotation. Like, the movie bosses team is just a very solid team. Physical Cooler, another very solid option. And, like, this is just a very large, good team, movie bosses. So, you know, this, I could see this being one of them. I actually think more likely than not this one will be. I think this is probably the most likely out of everything I have here, except for the next one. And the next one is Pure Saiyans. There we go. So, actually, with Pure Saiyans, I would probably recommend using an Evolution Blue Vegeta lead. Just because that extra HP and defense will probably be more useful in Super Battle Road than that extra attack and the less defense and HP. Although, I don't know. Maybe you'll just need to hit super hard. I doubt it, though. And then Pure Saiyans is just, like, the biggest category in the game. I'm not going to go through all of the good options. I'm just going to name a few special units. Both LR Super Saiyan 4s would destroy this. LR Bardock would be super good. LR Count Caulifla if you're on JP. 1000 Day Goku would actually do pretty good here. There's a whole lot of good units. I'm sorry if that peaked the mic or something. I just exhaled. But this is just so large. There's so many units that I feel like would do super good here. One thing I do want to say is I do think that transforming... Actually, no, never mind. I'm done. I was about to say something stupid. This Vegeta might be good. There's just a whole lot of stuff happening here. Actually, this Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta could be the key here. Just because that damage reduction, the chance to stun. Assuming you can stun, because I have heard some speculation that maybe these new Super Battle Road stages, they will have gimmicks like the Dokkan Battlefield fights. I think they're just going to be normal Super Battle Road stages, but then again, what do I know? So yeah, Pure Saiyan, I think this could get it, but my gosh, Pure Saiyan, I didn't even realize how big of a category it was until right now. Whew. But anyways, moving on. This one I think is possible. We got Future Saga here. Now for Global, this would be a little bit of a shaft. Not even really a shaft, but like it would be a little harder. Because on Global, all we have is Future Gohan to lead. And on JP, they have the new Tech... Well, he's not even new anymore, but the Tech Trunks. He's been out for like 4 months. But he would like be your leader ideally, but you know, you couldn't really use him on Global. And then just looking through everybody else, this is a relatively small category, but a very good one. Like, obviously, all the LRs are pretty good. LR Black and Zamasu. I actually think the double LR Trunks rotation could be pretty good here. Because remember, he does stack defense on Super, so he gets pretty good defensively. And then on Super Battle Road, this guy's like a Super Battle Road monster, the AGL one. Just, you know, because when you're going up against, I think it's 2 or more enemies, he just gets a whole bunch more defense and stuff. LR Vegito Blue would be pretty good here. AGL Zamasu, I mean, I know he's not on Global, but not so much. Int Zamasu would be a really good unit here. Because AGL Zamasu, remember, he only has 40% damage reduction. Int Zamasu has 40% damage reduction as well as 60% attack and defense, which doesn't sound like it would be much of a difference, but Int Zamasu can tank way better. And then just looking through everybody else here, Gawasu and Zamasu, I know Global doesn't have them. Gawasu and Zamasu would be a really good unit here. The Easy A for the Super Saiyan Rage Trunks would be a really good option. That's about it. Again, it's one of the smaller categories, but the good units they have are like super good. Actually, this Vegeta would probably be a better unit than the Super Saiyan 2 Trunks, just because he has more stat buffs, but he doesn't give ki. So it really depends on, do you want a better tank and a better attacker, or do you want someone that'll give you ki? It's really up to you. I feel like maybe the Vegeta will be better. This will be much easier on JP just because they have Tech Trunks, but it won't be impossible on Global. Now moving on, we got the androids category. All the categories that have multiple leader skills, I feel like are probably the ones that are most likely to get a stage. Except for Full Power. I feel like Full Power definitely could get a stage. I don't have Full Power pulled up here. But Full Power, the thing with that is, because Broly is a movie boss lead, I'm not sure if they would give him a stage. Same with Movie Heroes. I'm not sure if they would give Movie Heroes a stage just because Fusions already has one, and the Fusions category leader is also a movie boss. I'm a Movie Heroes category leader, so I don't know. But androids, you know, everybody here is pretty good. The free play LR Cell is actually a pretty good option. 21 can lower attack and heal, so definitely not bad. MVP 17 has damage reduction and he gives ki and defense to everybody. MVP 17, well, see, I brought up MVP 17 twice, but I meant Super 17. Super 17 wouldn't be the best here, just because, do you remember, he only has a 40% damage reduction, just like Zamasu, so not great. Now on Global, Tech Cell would be pretty good, Int Cell would be pretty good. On JP, STR Cell would be like monstrous. This 16 would be super duper clutch. This 18 is also super duper clutch. She raises defense on Super. He can guard. He has good attacking defense. I'm pretty sure this cell... Is this the one that stuns or seals? I know he came out with a Frieza, and one of them stuns and the other one seals. If he is the one that stuns, he might be useful. If he's just the one that seals, he will still be useful, but not as much. Yeah, he just seals. So you definitely could use him if he's one of your better options. But I wouldn't super recommend using him. Like, attacking defense 80%, and if the target enemy is stunned. But if you look at the androids category team, no one here can really stun. And I'm actually looking through it. I'm not sure if anyone here can stun. But Android's category I feel like is pretty likely, you know, multiple category leaders. So now these next two I think are probably coming. We got Goku's family and then Vegeta's family is the next one. Goku's family has multiple category leaders, and it's just super duper big. Again, it's one of those categories that is too big for me to just name all of the units who'd be super good here. Some of the top ones would obviously be LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Tech God Goku would be super good here, LR Gohan and Goten, LR Bardock, the LR Super Battle Goku could, LR Super Battle Goku could be pretty good here, just because he does have that chance to dodge as well as the support type buff. B-Pan will be pretty good here just because of the heals and the defense. And yeah, just like way too many options for me to go through everyone. Transforming Goku, UI Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. Everybody is just like, there's so many good options here. And then Vegeta's family is a little more limited, but still a pretty good category. So obviously LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta would be your leader, and he's actually your only leader choice here on the Vegeta family team. So like here you could do some shenanigans with like Bra or Bola, whatever you want to call her. She does have a 30% chance to dodge if she's the only Pepe gal on the team, and then this Vegeta has a 50% chance to stun, which is a pretty good thing. Majin Vegeta has a chance to stun. You could try and stun here, I guess. But as you can see, there's just a whole lot less options. I guess you would probably... So you definitely want Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. You definitely want him. The LR Trunks. And then from there, it's like there's a whole lot of options, but none of them are like set in stone, you know? You could go for a stunning variant with this Vegeta. You could just try to overpower the event with this Trunks. This Vegeta is actually a super good defensive unit now. Evolution Blue Vegeta is pretty good. Yeah, Vegeta's family isn't as big as I thought it was, actually. I'm not going to lie. But I do think it could definitely get a stage. If Goku's family does, Vegeta's family definitely will. And then Artificial Life Form. So those are 9. And then these last 3 are just some options. So if the new LR Cell that comes out has a secondary leader skill for Artificial Life Form, I do think Artificial Life Form will be the last stage. If his leader skill is like Cell Saga and then something else that's not Artificial Life Form, I don't think we're going to get an Artificial Life Form stage. But Artificial Life Form is definitely good enough to have a stage, because if you look at it, it has all of the Cell units, all of the Buu units, it has Giru, it has Android 16, it has AHMS, it has some Dragon Ball Heroes cards. It's definitely good enough to get a stage. It really does just all depend on if LR Cell has a sub-lead for this category. So that's that. And moving on, I think youth category could get one, but I hope it doesn't, just because first off, youth category isn't very strong all by itself. And second, Int Kid Goku had one of the most highly skipped banners in Dokkan history on both versions of the game. So I feel like, you know, not a lot of people would have him, but there are definitely like some good options here if you do have him. Like obviously all of the LRs are good. And then just looking down, Bra is good. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, the tech one, is a pretty good option. The new LR Gohan would actually be on this category. Now that I think about it, the LR Super Saiyan 1 Gohan would be on this category. And now this is one last option. Those Artificial Life Form and that last one were both options. Movie Heroes is my last option for the 10th stage. Movie Heroes I feel like is the least likely out of all of them, though, because obviously we already have a fusion stage and we don't have another like Movie Heroes leader. So I don't know, this could happen. I don't think it's quite as likely as all the other ones, but Movie Heroes does have some good options. Obviously you have Tapion, you have Blue Gogeta is obviously the lead. Tech God Goku would be a good option. Just looking through everybody, LR Gogeta, super good. LR Gohan and Goten. LR Goku and Raleigh could be a sneaky good option in like the first slot. Great Saiyaman, just like all of the LRs actually, super good. Great Saiyaman 1 and 2, given that defense. This team is actually not as huge as I thought it was. But I guess when you mix it with the fusion team like you do when you're just running events, it does become pretty big. So this is the last option that I thought could be possible. Let me know what you guys think the like 7 category stages of Super Bad Road we don't know are yet. You know, if I'm wrong, you know, let me know if you think I'm right, you know. But anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please consider leave a like, a comment, subscribing to the channel. My name has been Blahuru, and I will see you guys next time.